So, guys, I recently created a YouTube video where I shared information, the true and valid information about IRCC, which is the Canadian Immigration Authorities, investigating a couple of permanent residents, approved permanent residents, for malified intentions, for basically sharing wrong information or unauthentic information in their PR applications, and they were being investigated, and with the potential of their permanent residencies being cancelled. Now, the video that I'm talking about is right about here, and this particular video has stirred up quite a bit of controversies, where people started commenting saying, such things cannot happen. I received phone calls as well where they said that officers cannot present themselves at the border or the employer or wherever, where the employers can be questioned or the employees can be questioned. All they can do is just pull up records. Guys, I did get a few phone calls as well saying that you should not be spreading such scare in the market. Fast forward to today. What I'm about to share is a declaration or announcement from ESDC, which is the department of the department that is um, regulating the LMIAs so far, and they are now talking about the compliance regime. This particular announcement came about today, which is 26th of June, and we will be discussing the importance of sharing true and valid information, the authenticity of LMIAs, the whole temporary foreign worker program, and how ESDC has been investigating and will be investigating in the coming future. And they are talking about all of that in this particular announcement today. So, guys, if you are applying for a Canadian work permit and if you are coming to Canada anytime soon, you should be going through this video till the end. My name is Sahil, and I'll see you on the other side. So, guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil, and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and I practice here in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen, and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of moving to Canada, then this is a channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So, guys, we are discussing the important announcement that has been made by ESDC, which is the department in Canada, which is responsible to issue LMIS. Now, guys, overall, temporary foreign workers in Canada are usually, not by by always, but usually required to go through the requirement of obtaining an LMIA from the employer. Now, let's understand it like this. Now, LMIA is the Labor Market Impact Assessment Report, where an employer would advertise in the job boards, job bank, and everywhere, and would advertise for about 4 weeks for a particular job opening. If the employer does not find suitable Canadian permanent residents or citizens to hire, then the employer will prepare a report, submit it to ESDC, requesting approval to hire a foreign worker because he was not able to find Canadian permanent residents or citizens for that particular job. This is the whole purpose of LMIA. ESDC will then go ahead and check that LMIA application, and if everything is found suitable, everything is found genuine, and the advertisement and everything is done, then ESDC will give the employer an LMIA, approved LMIA, to hire a foreign worker. Up until this state, all the expenses, all the application fees, the process to obtain an LMIA, everything has to be done by the employer only. The employer cannot get reimbursed, cannot recover any cost for an LMIA from an employee, which is a temporary foreign worker, who could be inside Canada or outside Canada, doesn't matter. But the employer cannot recover any cost of this hiring, this whole procedure, be it $5 or $5,000 or 50,000, whatever. The employer cannot recover this cost from the temporary foreign worker in any way. Once the employer gets the LMIA, he or she will then give this LMIA to the prospective employee, and then the employee will apply for a work permit. Now, the employee can definitely bear the cost of the work permit, but no cost of the LMIA shall be borne by the employee. Okay. Now, this is the background of what an LMIA is, how it's done, and who is supposed to bear the cost. Now, all through this entire process, what people have been normally doing is that employers have been trying to get reimbursed, or probably getting LMIs and trying to get personal favors from the employees, from the temporary foreign workers, which means that the whole program is being misused, where the employers are facing these temporary foreign workers, to maybe work over hours, maybe paying less, maybe paying extra money to buy LMIA, stuff like that. So all kind of misuse has been happening in this program for a quite longer time. There was a recent report by the Senate as well, and the committee said that this whole program is being misused, and a lot of compliance has to be done in order to fix this issue. And I made a video on that particular report, on that committee report, very recently as well. But fast forward to today, ESDC, which is the department, as you can see on the screen, ESDC is the particular department which the department has now displayed on its website, the newsroom, saying that the compliance has to be done properly. More importantly, if you look at this particular information, that between April 2023 and March 31st, 2024, which is just about last year, ESDC assessed 8,426 tips, which means 8,426 times employers have been reported by maybe TFWs, by maybe people around anywhere, which have given tips to ASDC, saying that a particular employer could be misusing, or the integrity of the program is compromised, and 57% of them resulted in an inspection. This is very interesting, because the comments that I was receiving, like I said, on the video, that IRCC or ESDC or any department cannot do anything. What are you talking about, guys? This is the answer, that the inspection was launched. um, this also further meant that last fiscal year, ESDC completed 2,122 inspections, out of which 94 were found to be compliant, which means 6% were non compliant. And for all of those who were non compliant, $2.1 million worth of administrative penalties were laid out on the employers who were violating this particular program, and 12 employers were banned. Now, to see who were banned, this is the public website, employers who have been found non-compliant, and this is the work done. So for example, this first company was asked to pay $5,000, and then when they paid it, they were later found to be eligible. But if you look at this, I'm just giving examples, I'm just going through the first page. They're saying ineligible till May. That means that they were given the ban. So this way, about 89 pages are there, where people have been found non-compliant, and this is going as early as 2016. So um, what is ESDC now trying to do? So ESDC is clarifying that what are the further steps they will be doing in order to maintain the integrity of this particular program. They're saying to verify the employer's compliance going forward today with the program conditions, then inspection may be launched and can include announced or unannounced visit to the workplace. Guys, important, please note, announced and unannounced visit to the workplace, as well as interviews with the employees, supervisors, and the employer, which means the employer can be questioned about anything and everything that the officer may have. Employers are expected, it doesn't mean mandatory, right? Employers are expected to demonstrate that they comply with the program requirements by providing information and documentation throughout the inspection process. Okay, can be any sort of information that will be requested or could be requested by the officer. It does not limit the officer to only request CRA records. It means whatever it takes for the employer to be, for the ESDC department to be satisfied, they can ask the employer. They are expected to comply. If they don't comply, then the officer is free to take any action or no action, depending upon what is the investigative report that is being prepared. um, if non-compliant during the investigation program, here if it is the department provides opportunities for the employer to be brought into compliance by regulatory condition, which means penalties, or maybe some CPTs or anything that could be required. But yes, this is all being done to protect the health and safety of foreign workers and to prevent abuse of the TFW program. Guys, the online reporting tool is also available here. And just in case if anybody is is not happy or being abused, please do use this particular temporary foreign worker abuse tool, where you can report it to ASDC if you are in danger. Okay, guys, overall the good news is that ESDC is now listening to probably a lot of people's to committee reports, and videos like ours also, they do make some impact. But as foreign workers, it is your responsibility to make sure that you are not being taken advantage of, you are not paying anything extra for anything you should not be paying. And even if you're coming to Canada, you are not alone, you are being well protected by the Canadian authorities, so that you don't face any issues, any charges by IRCC. Now, coming back to what video we made, and how is that directly impacting, which means if such abuse, this is just abuse, right? So non-compliance can be of any time, say for example, um, it could be a fake LMIA. The employee could have engaged into a friend or family hiring, but nothing is happening, nobody is paying. So that is also one kind of investigation, right? So anything could be brought under the scanner and could be investigated here under, right? So overall, what I would recommend is, be safe, be vigilant, and be aware. That is only your responsibility and nobody else's responsibility. Guys, I hope the video today made some sense and gave you much insights into what's happening in the world of Canadian immigration. If you have anything to discuss with us, please feel free to schedule a consultation, and we would be more than happy to speak with you. Once again, we wish you all the best, and we really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.